thank you so much for joining us this morning. My name is Trish Lang, and I'm with my coworker, Katie Sharp. We're instructional designers with UM3D. And in this workshop this morning, you're going to learn how to customize your course homepage. Your course homepage is the first thing users see when they enter your course, and you can customize the look of this page to best suit the needs of your course, whatever kind of course that might be. But we only have 30 minutes. So we're hoping that we can show you some ideas that will inspire you, and that by the end of the presentation, some of you will feel confident going forward, perhaps some of you won't, in which case we'll give you the resources you need to get more help. You can always make consultations with Katie or myself or the other instructional designers on our team. Our workshop objectives are pretty simple. There's 5 different home pages you can set, and we're going to show you each one of those. And then we're going to spend the majority of our time demonstrating how to set them up. And then finally, we're going to leave you with those resources you need so that you can explore the options on your own. And since this is a workshop, I'd like everyone to take a moment and log into Canvas right now. Here is the address if you don't already know it. Definitely bookmark this because, you know, in 3 more days, this is pretty much where you're going to be working all the time. All right. For the purpose of our workshop today, we're presuming that you have had at least some time in Canvas. You've opened it up, you've explored a little bit on your own. Maybe you've pulled up a course that's been exported for you. So after you log in, pull up a course that's already been exported, or you can go to your sandbox. Just about most of our faculty have sandboxes where you can explore and just try things out there. And now that you're in Canvas, we're going to demo what home pages look like. Katie, do you want to share your screen?
Yes, let me do that real quick. All right, can you guys see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Fantastic. All right, so like Trish said, we're hoping that you've had some time in Canvas so far. So this homepage dashboard kind of screen that I'm showing to you right now isn't brand new, but if it is, I would encourage you to go back and watch the overview trainings from yesterday's virtual bootcamp sessions, or to attend an overview session in the future. It'll walk through this whole screen. But regardless, if you are just pulling up a dashboard in Canvas for the first time, you'll see some courses there, hopefully. And for today's sandbox, or today's workshop, sorry, we're gonna jump into a homepage sandbox and kind of walk through some of the homepage options that you have within your courses. So whichever course you picked to log into for this morning's workshop, you'll notice you're taken somewhere. If you haven't intentionally gone in and set a home page in the course you selected, you're going to find that you're taken to the module screen. The module screen in Canvas is the default homepage setting. So if you don't go in and intentionally set a homepage, you and your students are going to be taken to this module screen every time you log in. I'm going to toggle back and forth between an instructor view and student view throughout the presentation, so you can kind of be reminded of what students will see. And you can do this too in any course that you're in. If you have the teacher role, you can go up here to the top right corner and click student view, and that's going to show you exactly what students in your course will see. So I'm going to pull that up for you now. So here I am in this sandbox with all this great homepage content. And you can see here as a student, I'm taken straight into that content that's been created. So with course modules as your homepage, users are going to see all the files, assignments, pages, and supporting content that you've organized. It's a great way to launch students directly into your course with very little effort on your part. So you don't have to tell them where to click or what to do. It's going to take them straight into the content that you want them to access. Modules would be a great homepage setting for M50 courses because the LMS is what we're using primarily to deliver the majority of course content. Modules would also be a great homepage option for any course that uses the modular format on a regular basis to deliver course materials. If you're new to modules and you're not really sure how to kind of incorporate or organize modules, I would again strongly suggest that you schedule a consultation with an instructional designer. We're not going to walk through setting up modules today, but just wanted to highlight all that they offer as a homepage kind of option within Canvas. If you decide you want to change your course homepage to something other than modules, you can easily do that. So maybe, you teach on ground and you don't use, modules to organize most of your content. If you go over here on the right-hand side of your screen when you're in a course as the instructor, you'll see all these buttons. And on the right-hand side, you can see one that says choose homepage. This is the one that you'll want to click on to change it from the default of modules. So when you click on that, you see that there are 5 homepage options: course activity stream, pages front page, course modules, assignment list, and syllabus. Let's say you want to change your homepage to something more custom to your course. Pages front page would be a great option for that. The pages front page option is something that you might see grayed out here, just like mine is. And that's because there are a couple settings that you have to do before you can select this option. So down here at the bottom, you see front page must be set first. And so we're going to walk through that process of setting it up. I'm also going to show you a couple examples of how you can customize a page to be kind of a unique landing space for your students within a course. So to set a front page, you'll either need to create one, a page that is, or identify a page that you've already created. So on the left-hand side of your screen within whatever course you're in, you'll see pages. And pages are kind of like content files that give students information. They're HTML, and they provide a lot of really great options as far as uploading content, creating content, designing content. And you'll see every page you've created in your course so far when you click on this pages link on the left-hand side. So by clicking on pages, you'll see every page that you've created. And from this page, you can identify the front page you want to use kind of as your custom homepage landing page. I'm going to show you a few different options, and then I'll walk through how you can select one of these as your front page. So you may decide that you want to create a landing page that's very specific to your course. This is one that we created just for this homepage sandbox workshop space. We used some buttons from a free resource like Canva. You could also use images on your homepage to kind of welcome students to your course. But the nice thing about creating a custom homepage is that you can really kind of cater where you want your students to go. So you can link these buttons, or if you want to use images, you can do that as well. And you can take students exactly where you would like for them to go in your course. So right now I'm here in the instructor view, but if you went to student view and then viewed this page, you could easily see that by clicking on any of these buttons, the student would be taken directly to wherever that page directed them to. So there's not a whole lot of navigation that they have to do on their own. You can send them right to the key pieces of your course, and then they kind of have this landing page that they go to each time they log in to really get where they need to go in your course. And again, this can all be customized. These were just free buttons from Canva that were already kind of formatted for Canvas. And we're going to point you to some resources for helping you set up something like this. And again, please schedule a consultation if this is something that you're interested in. 30 minutes just didn't give us enough time to walk through all the customization features, but maybe you don't like those buttons. Maybe you are more of an icon person. You can create a front page with icons. Again, here's another kind of banner image option that you could use. So this again is just a great way to kind of highlight key elements of your course, a great image to kind of help them remember maybe what the course is about and get them started here in your course. There's also the option similar to how we had the video note tool in eCourse, where you can add video to a homepage or any page for that matter, and you can welcome your students to the course using a video. Maybe you're thinking, oh, that's all just a little bit much for me. I just want just a place to say hello, to tell students what book they need, to let them know they're in the right spot. And this U of M homepage might be a good fit for you. I'm going to show you at the end, if you want to stick around, how to import this page from Canvas Commons into your course so that you can customize it if this is something that you're interested in having as your homepage. But again, it's more generic. It's something that you can customize to fit the needs of your course, and then you can use this throughout the whole semester just as the standard kind of homepage for your course, link to your syllabus, all that good stuff. So again, these are all pages that were created in advance. So once you kind of create a page that you'd like to be your front page or landing page for students, you can go in and kind of scroll to find the one you want. For the purpose of today's training, I'll do the U of M homepage one. If you go to these three buttons on the far right-hand side of this page's screen, you'll see the Use as Front Page option. And again, I'll show you that. You're here in Pages. You identify the page you would like to use. I'm going to use this U of M homepage. And then you go to Use as Front Page and select that. And you can see it gave you a little notification underneath it that's been selected as the front page. And now you'll probably be really excited to see what it looks like on the homepage. When you click on home, you're like, what? It's still in modules. I selected the front page. Why is that not changing? And that's just because we haven't gone back in at the course level and told it to be the homepage. So we identified a front page, but we still have to go back in on that nice little homepage selection button over here and change our radio button from course modules to the pages front page option. And it'll tell you what page you selected here as well, so that you can make sure that's the right space. And when you click save, you'll notice that your homepage is updated from the default of modules to the custom front page that you selected. Maybe you don't need a custom front page. Maybe you teach a course that has just a lot of activity going on, and you want students to be able to see where that activity is happening so they know what to do next. This option that might be best for you is course activity stream. If you go to course activity stream, you'll see that it pulls up the things that are happening in this course. Right now I'm in the instructor view. So this is telling me that there's one person who's posted discussion in the course that I need to go and look at. But from the student view, which is what students will see when they log in, they'll see that they have 4 upcoming assignments and a discussion coming up. So this is the course activity stream, really directing students to the things that are coming up in the course and things that they might need to go and check. Maybe somebody replied to their discussion and they need to go and look at that so that they can reply back. Again, this is really helpful if you have a lot of different things happening in your course that you want students to be sure to be checking back in on and things like that. So I'm back here in instructor view. Maybe you don't want that course activity stream. It's not really the landing page you're looking for students. You might teach on ground and use the learning management system primarily for submitting assignments. If that's the case, this assignments homepage that I just selected might be the best fit for you. This assignment list shows students all the upcoming assignments for your course and is an easy way for them to submit their work right here on the homepage. So if you go to student view, you can see what students will see when they log in. And again, it's just a great place for them to see the assignments that are coming up and to be able to submit right there from that homepage. The last option for homepage is syllabus. And syllabus is a great option, obviously, especially for the first part of the semester, because it reminds students of their contract with you. It tells them the things that they need to be paying attention to in your course, the expectations that you have for their success in the course, the key activities, key objectives. The nice thing about the syllabus page in Canvas is also that it has this really kind of fancy course summary here at the bottom. So as you create assignments and discussions and quizzes, they're going to automatically populate here under course summary. I know for those of you who've developed M50s with us in the past, we've had this kind of template in the Getting Started module called Weekly Schedule and Assignments. That was a page you had to type manually and go in and update if you edited an assignment or the point value or a due date each semester. Now this course summary is going to automatically update as you update due dates or details of an assignment. So it pre-populates based on how you create those assignments and activities in your course. So it's a really nice kind of way to showcase the things that are going on in the course throughout the semester. It's a great place for students to kind of see how the assignments connect with objectives for your course. Something to keep in mind, if you put a whole bunch of content at the front end of this syllabus page, is that the course summary is going to get pushed way to the bottom. So one way to kind of maximize this page is to focus on the key components of your syllabus here if you're going to use the course summary. So students still see that and those key elements up at the top without having to scroll a really long time on this page. You can link to more details of your syllabus by putting it in more of a modular format. Again, we've used a Getting Started type of module template for a syllabus for a long time, and you can schedule a consult for more about that if you're interested. But you could also add your syllabus here as a file that students can see rather than it taking up prime real estate and pushing that course summary down. Again, it just kind of depends on what you're going to use this homepage for. If you're really not planning on students using the course summary, you don't have to focus so much on making sure students see it. But we know if we put a ton of content, students probably aren't going to scroll all the way to the bottom. So feel free to schedule a consult and brainstorm more with us if you're interested in using the homepage syllabus option, but not sure which content to put here and where to put the other important elements of your syllabus content as well. I know we're running close on time. I did want to show you one more thing. Lots of information, so I'm sorry that we're bombarding you, but if you want to have announcements show up on your homepage, so you can see right now, if I go back to home, that I'm here on my syllabus page that I set as the very last option. But if you've kind of been with U of M for a while, you might be used to having announcements be what students see when they log into a course. In eCourseWare, that was kind of our news page. It was what we used to check in with students frequently throughout the week, throughout the semester, and there's no place for that currently on the screen for our homepage. So if you click on settings at the bottom, you can enable announcements to show up on your homepage. So again, I clicked on settings and I'm going to scroll way down to the bottom and you'll see this more options kind of link. If you click on that, you'll see an option to show recent announcements on your course homepage. So if you use announcements frequently in your course, or you want to use announcements frequently to check in with students, give them reminders, do a quick video, you can enable that and then select the number of announcements you want to show on the page. Again, you want to be mindful of the real estate, right? So if you're going to have a lot of announcements show up, students may not read all those. Important content may get pushed to the bottom. So maybe think about 3 to 5 showing up at one time. Select one that sounds good for you and what you want that announcement tool to showcase, and then click on Update Course Details. Now, when you go to Home, you'll see announcements at the top, which is a really nice feature because students can see the things that are being highlighted, things really applicable to this point in the semester, but also be reminded if you're referring back to a syllabus or upcoming assignment, what that is. You'll also see that announcements kind of integration also carries through to whatever other homepage setting you select. So once you've turned that on, it's on no matter which page you select as your homepage or which option you select as your homepage. All right, so I know, again, that was a lot of content, but homepage has so many cool features. It's a really great way to think about how you can welcome students to your course, how you can set them up to be successful. And again, we're happy to talk with you in more detail about making that page work the best way that it can for your course. So if you're wanting to set up a meeting, feel free to do that. We're going to share the link to that and some additional resources shortly. Trish, I'm going to turn it back over to you.
All right, thank you. Let me see if I can share my screen and get my slideshow going again. I think the only thing I wanted to add to what you had there is you don't have to stay with one homepage the entire semester, right? You might want to start off with just the syllabus for the first 2 weeks, and then maybe you want to switch it to a different way. Maybe you want to switch it to a page, and even make a new page every week. So every week the students are seeing a homepage that's just pertinent to exactly what they need to know that week. Hopefully Katie's giving you some great ideas on all the different ways you can use homepages. And I'm going to leave you now with some resources to use while you're still new to Canvas. The first is your sandbox course. And as I said earlier, just about everyone who's an instructor has a sandbox course. There might be a few new adjuncts that don't. And if that's you, let us know and we'll set up a sandbox for you. But this is a place where you can play and experiment with Canvas features without a fear of making any mistakes, because no one else can see it. I've done a lot of work in my own personal sandbox, I have to say. Another resource, and that's for you who are watching this live, Katie has made this gorgeous Canvas homepage workshop course. What you've seen her demo is all together in one course, and you can get access to that. And then our last resource for you should also be showing up in your dashboard along with your sandbox and the homepage workshop course, and that is Growing with Canvas. And this is a self-paced tutorial. You can come and go as you wish. So whenever you have questions on how Canvas works, maybe need to learn how to quiz works, or maybe a refresher on home pages, you can use Growing with Canvas and see how things work there. If you are interested in learning more about home pages or really anything else, you can always schedule an appointment with us here. Here's the URL. It's um3d.appointlet.com. You can have a consultation for Canvas. Usually you'll be meeting with one of our trainers for that. But if you're interested in an instructional design consult, we would love to meet with you and help you with your course. I think my favorite thing with my job is brainstorming with faculty on new things they can do in their courses or improve things that haven't been working the way they wanted them to in their course. And then Katie, you were hoping, oh, we do, we have a few minutes left. Do you want to demo how they can download Commons to their course and import their own homepage template?
Sure. Do you guys
all right?
Sorry. We can also answer some questions. I know there was just a really good one about the Canva buttons that I'm going to put in chat. The link to a lot of really great resources will also be in this homepage workshop course. So once this workshop is over, I'll add you all to that course so you can have a lot of the resources that we've used as we've gotten used to learning these homepages. But here is the buttons templates. In Canva. Again, those are free buttons that you can download and customize for your course. And there's also some buttons, some banners that might be helpful too. Here's the banners.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Canva is a really easy website to use for all sorts of images. And Canvas also comes with a link out to Unsplash, which also has images. So you might still need a software program that can do some cropping for you, but for making buttons and things like that, you can't beat Canva.
All right, so I'm going to take over screen sharing. We don't have a end of workshop survey. If you have feedback for us, we'd love to have it via email. You can send it to Trish or myself or UM3D. Sorry, we didn't have a survey for you, but if you need to head out, feel free. I'm just going to walk through the Commons import in case that's something that you're interested in, so that you can see how you can get that U of M kind of generic homepage if you want to use that for any of your spring courses. But that's the end of our primary content, end of the show so far, scripted anyways. But we're happy to stay around for questions and to show you this Commons piece. So here on your global navigation bar on the left, you'll see an option for Commons. Again, this is covered in the Canvas overview training, but if you click on Commons, it's going to take you to Canvas Commons, which is just this great kind of open source resource for content and templates. But if we type in University of Memphis, you're going to find that there's some things already there for you. The one that we're going to focus on today is this U of M Canvas template homepage. This has the homepage options that have kind of been preset. And so if you click in here on these pages, you can kind of see a preview of what they are. That's the one that I showcased during the demo, but there's also this homepage option, it's just a Canvas template if you're interested in that. And then we go back to pages, there's one other that has just a different kind of banner, maybe more course specific. And again, some buttons down here at the bottom. These are Canvas buttons. So if you're thinking, oh, this sounds great, I want to import it to my course, you'll go over here to the right and click on import download. And it's going to give you a list of the courses that you're assigned. So I haven't done anything in my spring 2022 course that I'm teaching. So if I click on this checkbox next to that course and then click import into course, it's going to take these pages from the Commons Canvas template here that we're looking at and put them into that course that I selected. So if I click import into course, it's going to give me this nice kind of like, hey, hang out a second while we're making some changes to your course. And then you can go back into your course and see what's been imported. If you're looking at Commons and you're going to import, a whole kind of course into your course, which I would strongly just recommend you meet with an instructional designer before you do, just so we're sure that that course doesn't write over anything else. This is just some pages, so it's real easy to just go in and unpublish them if you don't want to use them. But if you do a whole course, that would be a little bit more difficult. So if you see something that has a lot of pages or a lot of modules and you want some help before you import that, it'd be a great time to reach out to somebody. But for this purpose, these pages within the Canvas template, that U of M one that we're kind of showcasing today, they're pretty harmless. They're just going to go straight into your pages. If I go back to my dashboard and go into the course that I selected, there was nothing in here before. I'm sorry, I probably should have showed you that. But again, I have no modules or anything. So this is a great example. If I go into student view, I don't have any modular content at all. This is what students are going to see. I just toggled to that student view because no modules have been created. There's no homepage essentially for them. There's no landing page telling them what to do. If I leave my student view and go into pages now as the instructor, I should see those pages that, oh, there they are, those pages that I brought over. And because that home page was set in the Canvas template, it's going to be the one that's set as the front page here. So what I need to do as the instructor, now that I have these pages here and the U of M generic kind of customized page as my front page right here, I can see that kind of notification. I can go back to home and select that front page as my home page right here by changing the module radio button to the pages front page radio button and click save. And now I have this U of M front page. If I want to edit this to fit my course, again, this is something we talk about in overview training, but I'll go up here to the edit button. And now I can edit this HTML page and put, anything that I want to specific to my course. This is CDFS 4220. And if I click save, it's going to go ahead and let me know that my course is ready to go. So that is how you would import the U of M Commons homepage template into your course.
It's really that easy. You made it look very easy.